AOEC here, and today we're going to be looking at this brand new news. Obviously, I reported recently Atari 50 was going to receive 12 new games. They've done it. Digital Eclipse has actually released those 12 games. We're going to get into that, but before we get into that, I need to disclose I am an Atari investor. I do have stock in Atari, so there's my disclosure out of the way. I do have obviously a financial statement, a financial interest in Atari. So let's have a look. So it's Digital Eclipse. Which twelve Atari games were added in the Atari 50 Holiday Collection content update? Well, glad you asked. Get ready for a gaming thread. So let's have a look. First, let's cover the old business. We intended to include Warbirds for links in the original release, but a last minute snag over licensing caused a very abrupt change of plans. We're thrilled to see the 16-bit dogfighter take its rightful place in the Atari 50 library. Okay, this game was notable because it was one that I think Poja spoke about recently and said that was removed from Atari 50 like the day it came out. So that's kind of crazy. So as you can see, it's a dogfighting game. Pretty simple game, to be honest. The Lynx is was an interesting console, to be fair. But that's the first game, so let's have a look. One of the 2600 games several fans have said they had hoped would be included was the sublimely relaxing bowling, and we heard you loud and clear. It's a lot of fun for not a lot of data, so we were able to include it here with room to spare. So obviously you got bowling. Yep, this is obviously. It looks like obviously a nice variety of games so far, because obviously you've got 2600, you've got Links. Let's see what else we got. Another classic 2600 game was mentioned a lot was Maze Craze. Amazingly, its levels are randomly generated each time you play with 256 variations. This remains a challenging two-player contest that fans still enjoy. Try it in the time to a friend. It's fun. So we've got Maze Craze, which is a game I've never heard of. I thought Maze Craze was like when people were like doing escape rooms. I thought that was what Maze Craze meant, but apparently not. The Atari VCS owners had a head start on this one, but we also include Circus Atari, which originally used the paddle controllers. Analog controllers are supported with an Atari 50 on PC, PlayStation, Switch, and Atari VCS. Okay, cool. Now, so you got Circus Atari, which is doing that. Then next one, we've also added two homebrew sequels. Adventure 2 is much larger and arguably more challenging than its inspiration. The dragon doing its best duck cosplay remains dogged and relentless. Maybe try to find a sword. Okay, so obviously got this little clip of obviously Adventure 2. Pretty good. Adventure is obviously one of Atari's most notable games and one of the ones that people know from this 2600. It's one of the obviously most well-known Atari games. Mostly because obviously it's been re-released so many times. But yeah, this inclusion, nice. Hopefully we get an Adventure 3 or something soon. Then Return to Haunted House expands the mythos of the original game and offers a lengthy new challenge by blending elements of Haunted House with adventure. Make sure to read the included manual, which can be accessed during play. You'll probably need the help. Okay, and then we've got this, obviously. I mean, it is what it is. It's a Haunted House sequel. And it's so mad that Atari's remade that game. There's like 7 games in that franchise now. It's mad. Then, Magic Golf likely isn't a game that leaps to mind for a lot of 2600 fans, which is a shame. It is abstract to take on putt-putt. It's quite clever. Here's a hint. Sometimes the way to get the powerful shot is to move the cursor in the opposite direction and ricochet. So let's see. Okay. It's a golf game. See, with these sports games, I'm not really a fan of sports games, so their inclusion, whilst nice, is not really what I'm looking for. I already have a Atari 50. I'm currently updating the collection right now. It's got 23 minutes left on the update, so it's going to take a while. So let's see what else. Atari only recently issued physical cards for this mysterious prototype Aqua Venture. We're not sure why it's extremely enjoyable and advanced action game didn't appear on the internal records, but it's the very definition of a lost gem, so dive deep. Okay, we've got Aqua Venture. Fair enough. Then what else was this one? Sword Quest creator Todd Fry programmed Save Mary in 1990, but it remained unreleased for decades. It's a rare 2600 puzzle game, so as players drop debris into a pit so Mary can escape a nasty fate. If you haven't played it, you can today an Atari 50. So I've heard this game, it's been mentioned quite a few times from what I've heard. Obviously it's good to obviously have such a game included. Unreleased prototypes are pretty cool, especially when these are games that obviously were, I think from what I've heard, it was actually completed. It just was never re-released. Well, it was just never released, so that's kind of cool. The early sports games on Atari 26 bear a little resemblance to the more sophisticated offerings programmers were able to create towards the later years of the console's lifespan. Super Football is a great example. It's a 3D gridiron view, would be either become genre's standard. So here we go. To be fair, this is obviously American football. Not really a fan of American football because it's not football. You play with your hands. Stupid. Why is it called football? Whoever called it football, yeah, we need to sue them for false advertising. It's the next game. Double Dunk is another excellent example of just how far sports games had evolved on the 2600 in its later years. You might be surprised to see a 2-on-2 half-court basketball with real-world rules. Play it yourself in Atari 50. I mean, this game looks pretty good. I do enjoy basketball. Basketball is probably like one of the few sports I actually do like. Basketball is one obviously I used to play a lot when I was younger. I still do play it now with like my little cousins and whatnot when they come over. So there is that. Right, what's next one? Last but definitely not least is the motor truck style stunt racer Motor Rodeo, which combines speed, precision, and skill as two players race through an obstacle course, maximizing points while minimizing mishaps. It's an underappreciated addition to the Atari 50's library. Let's have a look. Oh, cool. This game looks pretty cool. I'm glad that this was included. You know, it's like a little monster game. So all these games are now available in the Atari 50 Holiday Collection update on all platforms: Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PS5, PS4, Nintendo Switch, PC, Steam, and GOG, and the Atari VCS. Enjoy extra Atari games with family and friends this season, and thanks for the support. Wow, that's the list. This Twitter thread will be linked, or sorry, X thread will be linked in the description down below. What do you guys think? Right, I think these inclusions, it's a nice little variety of stuff. Some of the games do look quite impressive for what they were. And I do hope that we see more content updates like this, because obviously there's tons of other stuff, 50, 200, 700, Jaguar, Lynx, ST, 400, 800. There are so many different platforms that Atari made games for, and Atari made. I kind of want to see more of these unreleased games. I think it'd be really cool to have these games just like added in these in this collection, whether it be content update, or maybe even do another collection entirely. I would buy them. But yeah, there you go. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. What do you think? If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn notifications. I've been AC, and I'm signing out. Peace.